Media World.
Hello guys, I wanna say one thing that is very much important to most people and they mostly never understand. All impulse of thoughts and tendency to clothe themselves in their physical equivalent. What do I mean by saying this? The subconscious mind, the chemical laboratory in which all thought impulses are combined, are made ready for translation into physical reality, makes no distinction between constructive and destructive thought impulse. It works with with a material we feed it through our thought impulses. The subconscious mind will translate into reality a thought driven by fear just as readily as it will translate into reality a thought driven by courage or faith. Suggestive seduce. A man may commit suicide through negative suggestions just as effectively as by any other means. In a Midwestern city, a man by the name Joseph Grant, a bank official, borrowed a large sum of the bank's money without the consent of the directors. He lost the money through gambling. One afternoon, the bank examiner came and began to check the accounts. Grant left the bank, took a room in a local hotel, and when they found him 3 days later, he was lying in bed, wailing a moaning, repeating over and over those words, "My God, this will kill me. I cannot stand and disgrace." In a short time, he was dead. The doctor pronounced that case one a mental suicide. Just as electricity will turn the wheels of industry and render useful services if used constructively, as NAF out life is wrongly used, so will the law of autosuggestion lead you to peace and prosperity, or down into the valley and misery, failure and death, according to the degree of understanding and application of it. If you will fill your mind with fear, doubt, and unbelief in your ability to connect with and use the forces of infinite intelligence and law of auto-suggestion, will take this spirit and unbelief that use it and a pattern by which your subconscious mind will translate it into a physical equivalent. This statement is true as the statements that 2 and 2 are 4, like the wind which carries one ship east and another west, and law of autosuggestion will lift you up or pull you down according to the way you set your sails or thoughts. This all mind is all in the law of autosuggestion. The law of autosuggestion, through which any person may rise to altitude, to achievement with stagger their imagination, is well described in the following. For example, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you are dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. If you think you lose, you are lost, for out of the world we find. Success begins with fellow's will, and all in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You have got to think high to rise. You have got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but soon or late, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Observe the words which have been emphasized, and you will catch the deep meaning with what I have in mind. Somewhere, if you make up, perhaps in the cells of your brain, there lies sleeping the seeds of achievement, which is aroused and put into action, will carry out a height such as you may never be hoped to attain. Just a master musician may cause the most beautiful strains of music to pour forth from the string of violin, so may you arouse the genius which lies asleep in your brain and cause it to drive you upward to whatever goal you wish to achieve. Abraham Lincoln was a failure. This is an example. At everything he tried until he was well past at age of 40. He was Mr. Nobody from nowhere until a great experience came into his life, arose the sleeping genius within his heart and brain, and gave the world one of its reality great men. That experiences and mixed with the emotions of sorrows and love. It came to him through Anne Rutledge, the only woman whom he ever truly loved. It is known fact that the emotions of love is closely akin to state of mind known as